The main difference between an open-top roll and a king's move is the position of the humerus. In a king's move, the humerus twists to achieve more pronation. When the biceps point upward, it indicates an open-top roll. When the biceps point sideways, internally rotated, it becomes a king's move. An open-top roll or king's move occurs when the hand is stronger than the arm. In these cases, hand control is maintained while back and side pressure open up. However, this position signals a lack of arm strength. It is essential to keep training to effectively use conventional top roll techniques instead of relying on these positions. If you have full hand control in an open top roll, but your opponent still opens you up, it means their arm strength is much greater than yours. The technique depends on putting the opponent in a compromised hand position, ideally on your side of the table, to limit their ability to apply full strength. These positions are weaker and are often used as a last resort. They are also referred to as desperation moves. If the biceps open up, it reveals the weakest link in the chain. Regular training in back pressure, pronation, riser strength, and overall fundamentals naturally improves performance in these techniques. Generally, arm wrestling favors tighter positions, whether going inside or outside. The king's move works well for individuals with specific physical attributes and strong endurance, but it is not inherently a strong position. Most competitors lose pronation and back pressure over time when using the king's move and eventually get pinned. This technique is essentially an extreme form of the open top roll. It becomes a king's move when the humerus dips close to or below parallel with the table, which is often illegal. The open top roll resembles traditional arm wrestling techniques, while the king's move involves a straight arm, low body position. In the king's move, the arm twists so that force is transferred directly into the bone. In an open top roll, the biceps continue assisting in preventing a pin. The king's move has primarily been seen in the WAL, where the design of the tables and pads makes it possible to achieve this position without fouling. On standard tables without WAL pads, executing a king's move without fouling is nearly impossible. For example, Brandon Allen fouled immediately when attempting a king's move against wheels because his arm dipped too low. An open arm top roll occurs when back pressure fails, forcing the arm into a wide open position. This is not a favorable position and reflects desperation. Increasing elbow flexion strength through training reduces the likelihood of ending up in this situation. In a pronation lift, using the correct thumb wrap ensures that the pronator muscle fails before back pressure does, focusing force entirely on the pronator. This isolates one small muscle against a larger chain of muscles. Devon's pronation lift is a well-rounded movement that replicates the pressures experienced during arm wrestling. It allows for practice in pronation and back pressure while also tying into table time. While it identifies areas requiring improvement, regular pronation and back pressure exercises remain essential for strength development. When pronating in a match, the starting position is neutral. Once the opponent's wrist is cracked, it transitions into an offensive position. All strength should be concentrated within this range. Devon's pronation lift demonstrates this concept, as it focuses on slight pronation movements from neutral to offensive. This simulates the crucial moment in a match when the opponent's wrist is compromised, often deciding the outcome unless they can counter with techniques like a flop wrist.